What's up guys, David here, and welcome back to this PhoneBuff style comparison between the Samsung Galaxy S5 and the Apple iPhone 6. So if you've been subscribed to the channel for long enough, you know that we do things a little bit differently here at PhoneBuff, and instead of your typical comparison, we do it PhoneBuff style, where we do 2 videos looking at a bunch of reasons why each smartphone can be considered better than the other. So that way, after watching both videos, you can decide for yourself which smartphone is the better smartphone for you. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Reason number 1. Apple finally bumped up the screen size with the iPhone 6, but the Galaxy S5 screen is still bigger at 5.1 inches and offers a higher resolution and pixel density at 432 ppi. 2. While both phones offer bright displays, the S5 screen can become significantly dimmer, making it easier on the eyes while using it in the dark and acting as somewhat of a privacy screen that only you can see when out in public. 3. Another benefit of the S5 screen is that you can use it even when you're wearing gloves, which can be a pretty big deal if you live in a colder climate. 4. Yet another trick the S5's display has up its sleeve is Air View, which gives you a preview of what your finger is hovering over without actually having to press it, making it especially useful for things like figuring out whose speed dial is whose in the dialer. Reason number 5. Unlike the iPhone 6, the Galaxy S5 is IP67 certified, meaning it's both dust and water resistant, which can be useful not only in the times when you accidentally get the phone wet, but also for when you do it on purpose, like when you're washing dishes and need to answer a call. 6. Like it or not, on the iPhone, you're stuck with the home screen that Apple gives you, whereas on the Galaxy S5, if you don't like the way something looks, you can easily change it with a third-party launcher. 7. And in addition to being able to customize the home screen, the S5 also allows you to customize the lock screen, giving you even more control over how your phone looks and feels. 8. While the iPhone 6 finally comes with NFC, it's limited only to mobile payments, whereas on the Galaxy S5, not only can you make payments, but you can also use NFC for things like pairing devices, easy file transfer, and automating the things that you do on a daily basis with NFC tags. 9. While the photo quality of the Galaxy S5 and iPhone 6 are comparable, a big advantage the S5's camera has over the iPhone's is its ability to record video in 4K, giving you 4 times the resolution and sharpness of the iPhone 6's 1080p. Reason number 10. While recording video in 4K is great, it does create larger video files, so thankfully, Samsung equipped the Galaxy S5 with a microSD card slot, allowing you to store up to an additional 128GB of video or whatever else you want via a relatively inexpensive microSD card. 11. With private mode on the Galaxy S5, you can hide just about any file on your phone, like a picture or video for example, with it only being visible to you when the password protected private mode is enabled. 12. If you ever run into trouble, with the S5, you can triple tap the power button to automatically send a text to the people on your emergency contact list, giving them your location, a picture from the front and rear cameras, and a short sound recording so that way they can get a better idea of where you are and what's actually happening to you. 13. With the Toolbox feature on the Galaxy S5, you can have a persistent floating menu on the screen wherever you go, giving you quick and easy access to up to 5 customizable apps, making multitasking between them a breeze. 14. Speaking of multitasking, on the Galaxy S5, you can actually put the bigger screen to good use with multi-window, which lets you use 2 apps on the screen at the same time for the ultimate multitasking experience. Reason number 15. Unlike the iPhone 6, the Galaxy S5's battery is removable, meaning you can swap it out with a freshly charged spare, or even get an extended battery if you so desire. 16. But there's a good chance you won't even need to do that, as the Galaxy S5's 2800mAh battery will keep you going for longer than the smaller 1810mAh battery found on the iPhone. 17. And as if those 2 previous points weren't enough, if you really needed to squeeze more life out of a single charge, the Galaxy S5 also has an ultra power saving mode that helps the battery last you up to an additional 24 hours on just a 10% charge. 18. If you have a missed notification on the iPhone 6, this is what you see when the screen is off. On the Galaxy S5 on the other hand, you get this blinking LED light letting you know of missed notifications without having to turn the screen on in order to check. 19. While the iPhone 6's App Store has advantages of its own that you'll hear about in the other video, the Play Store on the Galaxy S5 has the advantage of offering a 2-hour return policy for paid apps, so that way you won't ever get stuck paying for an app that you don't end up wanting. Reason number 20. Sure, the iPhone 6 can copy and paste, but with the Galaxy S5's clipboard feature, you can keep up to 20 pieces of text and images copied to the clipboard, letting you paste any one of them at any given time. 21. Unlike the iPhone 6, the Galaxy S5 has an IR blaster, which lets you use your phone as a remote control for things like your TV, sound system, Blu-ray player, and, if compatible, even your air conditioner. 22. When you buy the Galaxy S5, you get over $500 worth of freebies, or what Samsung likes to call Galaxy Gifts, which includes things like 50GB of Dropbox, 3 months of LinkedIn Premium, and many other freebies and specials available exclusively for owners of the Galaxy S5. 23. The Galaxy S5 lets you set default applications, which can be useful for when you want a third-party app to replace a system app. For example, if you wanted Skype to be used to make calls when tapping on a phone number from an email, you can set Skype as default over the dialer on the S5, whereas on the iPhone 6, you'd have to copy the number down and open up the Skype app separately. 24. While you can technically get Google Now on the iPhone 6, the Galaxy S5's version of it is much better integrated, allowing you to do things like say OK Google from any screen and have Google Now launch automatically. Alright, reason number 25. The Galaxy S5 has USB Otg support, which lets you easily connect things like a mouse, a keyboard, a USB flash drive, and even an Xbox controller to the phone with a relatively cheap OTG cable. So there you have it. Those are my top 25 reasons why the Galaxy S5 could be considered better than the iPhone 6. Of course, the word better is subjective, so if you haven't already, I'd also check out the iPhone 6's version of this video, which will be annotated somewhere here on the screen or linked for you down below in the description. Anyways, that's it for me in this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up to show your love. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the very next episode.